I want you to meet a couple named Andrei and Kelly. And I want you to hear their story. Talk about people who found Jesus and the gospel settled deep into their hearts. And then their roots went down deep in their relationship with Jesus. And they followed him as Lord. And they felt sent. And they listened to his voice. And there's some pretty amazing things about their story that we're going to share with you. So to start off, Andrei, why don't you share where you grew up, what your life was like, and how you came to know Jesus, okay?
Hello. I was born in Romania, and I grew up in an orphanage from 4 to 19 years old. The life in orphanage, it was rough. It was really hard. And the worst thing was, as a kid, we were asking the people who worked there when our parents are going to come back and get us. And the answer always was, "You here because no one wants you. You're going to stay here for a long time." So it was really hard for us, but I guess we got used to it. In the early 90s, Romania was a communist country. We have a revolution in 89, and the communists fall in 90s. So after 90s, I remember being in an orphanage, and we had people visiting us from all over the world, and they were telling us about a man named Jesus Christ, and they were giving us candies, and they were hugging us, and they were playing with us and love us. And I was like, this is something wrong, because our people don't do that. And we were a mess. We had boogies, and we had diseases, and all that, but still they were hugging us, and they weren't afraid to touch us. And they were really happy, and they were always smiling, which I think they were all Americans. Growing up in orphanage, for me, I had to be tough. As a person, I was bad. I was cruel. I didn't like jokes, but I loved to joke about other kids. And I've been told, nobody wants to socialize with you because you're too aggressive and you're too cruel. And I had to be tough, and that was life. I was in high school, and the high school was in a different city, and I had to commute every weekend. That was the part of that life then. It was March of 1999, and that weekend, I remember, for some reason, I didn't commute back to my town. And it was night, and I just came back from a club, and I was upset, I was mad, I was angry and sad. I was in my bed, and I was just thinking about orphanage and how no one wants me, and how can I have a normal life? Can I have the right to have a future? I was thinking again about the people who are visiting us and showed us love, and I was thinking they had something I want, I realized that was Jesus Christ, and I fell on my knees and I began to pray. I felt a spirit and a voice then in my head telling me, "You matter, and I want you. That's why I sent my only son, Jesus Christ." Somehow I had the power to pray, and I opened my eyes, and it was morning, so I guess I prayed all night. I opened my eyes, and I felt free. I felt happy, and I had lots of joy. I was a newborn Christian. That's why.
Awesome.